Hey everybody, it's Brooke. It's taken me a long time to remember how to make a video. That's bad. I better get back on that, huh? Well, I'm really excited. This video is to announce that I have this covered up because there's a terrible glare from my light. This video is to let you know that the Slow Stitch To Go kits are going to be released in my Etsy shop today, which is April 8th, 2021. They will go live at 5 o'clock this evening, and I've only got 5 of them, so that's what I got. And I have had so many people ask that I thought I better give a little heads up that they were going in the shop. So yeah, let me move this and we'll open up the box. Sorry about the glare. So the Slow Stitch To Go kit, if you're not aware, is this fabulous box of goodness, and this is a stitching kit that is complete. You can pick up this box just the way it is and scoot off to wherever you need to go, be it in the car, to the beach, just down to your living room, whatever, and you have everything you need to create right here. The first little container here has a couple pieces of printed fabric, and then don't need 2 of these, and this is sort of the tool area. So there is a disappearing ink pen in there, and there's a purple end and a blue end. The purple end is air and water soluble ink. The blue end is water soluble ink, so that's really handy. And you get a little piece of felt that has some applique pins, which are straight pins that have a glass head, but they're shorter, so that if you're pinning your stuff, you don't get tangled up as much when it's an applique pin because it's smaller. Then you have an assortment of different kinds of needles, some larger eyes, a larger eye, a larger needle, a milliner's needle, and a beading needle. So all that fun right there. I've included everything that I could think of. Some things just so you could try it out to see if you liked it and wanted to invest in more, such as these little clips. These are called Wonder Clips, and quilters love them, and they're a real strong little clippy-do. Can you see that? I think you can. Yeah. Wow, I really don't remember how to do this. Sorry, guys. These are great to use instead of pins if you prefer. They are pretty pricey, so I thought it would be nice if you got a chance to try them out to see if you wanted to get them without having to invest in the whole big box of them. And here's a third one. I've also included some Cardstock Hexes for you, and there are 4 smaller ones and 4 bigger ones. I will be doing a video soon on how to make a hexie out of these. They're very fun to put on your projects, a little bit of dimension and just something different to try. This is a needle grip. It's a silicone little bit, and it really helps you pull your needle through if you've got thick fabric or thick floss. This is a needle threader, and it's got the 2 different ends for bigger needles and bigger thread, and then it's got the traditional little piece of wire at the top for doing smaller, finer threads. Sorry, distracted. So that is invaluable, I think. In here is also a glue stick, because I do sometimes, if I'm working with paper or even fabric, if I just want to hold it down real quick, a glue stick works beautifully. And a little tiny pair of scissors. This is silk ribbon, and there are a lot of fun stitches that you can do with silk ribbon, so each kit will contain some color of silk ribbon to try out. And then also in this tool area will be 1 square of cotton batting, and then also 1 square of base fabric, so that you have something to stitch on should you care to. Or you can cut them up and use them in your project however you want. So that's what's in the little tool area. And again, I know probably everyone has scissors and everyone has a glue stick. it's really nice to have everything all in one place so that you can just grab it and go. Hence the name, Slow Stitch to Go. Also in the kit will be a stack of really various fabric. Underneath all the fabric here are the dividers that come with the box, so you can adjust it and change it however you want. You've got all the pieces here. But this, I mean, I have included old fabric, vintage fabric, antique fabric, brand new fabric, just all the fabrics. I've tried to include lots of colors and lots of textures, and there's some eyelet and some sari. Again, each kit will be slightly different because, well, it is. Got a couple of saris in here. Some cottons. This is silk. This is a vintage table linen. So just all kinds of stuff. Some wools and some velveteen and some denim. Some cheesecloth. Ooh, let's get these. The sari fabric is slippery. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. This is coffee dyed cheesecloth, and this fabric is so cool. I don't know if you can tell, it's purple netting, and then it has these embroidered and sequined butterflies on it. And there's a piece of just the purple netting and some cottons. So definitely all different kinds of fabric bits for you to chop up and play with. And then the back here is all trims. And so there are laces and cotton trim, I don't know, some netting, some eyelash, and fuzzy kind of yarn, I guess. Just all kinds of different things to play with. There's some silk ribbon, there's some grosgrain. Again, this is a mix of new and all the way to antique. Little strips of fabric. So that's what all these guys are. Then there are also, pardon me, oops, I broke it. No, I didn't. These just slide in and out. There are three spools of thread included, and they will be different in each kit, different colors. This is not high quality thread. This is from one of those little sewing kits, but it's perfectly adequate to base down pieces, or you know, when you're setting up your whole piece, if you just need a little bit of thread to do a stitch here and there, it's perfectly fine for that. I don't think I would try to make clothes with this thread, but it's great to have a couple different colors available to just grab and do some basting. This little container area contains appliques. Most of them are neutral, white, cream, because I figured that way you could leave them white or cream, or you could paint them or coffee dye them, whatever works for you. And they're all different. This is a little strip of printed fabric, so you can cut those out and play with that. And there's also a strip of hand stamped fabric, and most of them will also have a vintage yo-yo. I cracked into my beloved vintage yo-yos for you guys. Yes, I did. So we'll get those back in there. And then the next container over, this one, the next little cubby, the next two little cubbies, just have various things. When you're stitching, when you're doing slow stitching, or making a snippet roll, or making snippet tags, whatever you're doing, you don't have to just use paper. Or just fabric. I've got some little felt pieces, and these definitely will vary a lot from kit to kit. Some little snippets from Tim Holtz. I love these, and they're fun. I put, you know, pretty tiny ones in there, and again, I'll use my glue stick to tack it down while I just put a few stitches in to hold it. This little acrylic shape, I've got a couple of these in there. Those are old scrapbooking bits. Some little flowers, price tags, I love to use those. postage stamps. These are tiny wooden paper clips, all kinds of goodies like that. This kit has a little acrylic, it's hard to get them out, a little acrylic block that says Journey on it and a little pearl ring. I won't make you sit there and watch me try to fish everything out. I think you get the idea. It's just bits. Here's a piece of vintage tape measure. These are very old Scrabble tiles. These are the little stamens they use in wedding decor. I like to cut them in half and then couch them down, and they're fuzzy on the top. They're real cool. Some little plastic rings, some colored garment pins, another little bow, some wiggly eyeballs because don't leave home without them. Without Google eyes, no. Oh, and these I just found. I thought they were so cute. And they're black safety pins there as well. If you follow Brooke, who did the Sew for the Soul snippet roll and the Slow Stitch book project, I'll link down below. She is a big fan of the tiny black safety pins, and I agree with her. They look great on a project. And then I just found these. They are 1970s diaper pins. Gerber made them. And look at their cute little turtles. Is that adorable? I thought that would be super fun. And then over here, you have a couple different kinds of thread to try out. This is called blending filament. That's really flashing out with the light, but it's very, very fine iridescent thread. You can take it and put like 2 strands of regular embroidery floss and some of this together and stitch, and you get this fabulous sparkle in kind of unexpected places. So again, I thought you might want to try that out before you went and committed to a whole giant roll of it. You'll get some 100% Persian wool, wow, I'm losing my words, sorry, Persian wool tapestry yarn. This is hand-dyed silk embroidery floss. It's 12 ply. Then there is some variegated pearl cotton and some limited release DMC did. That's like it's almost like floss that already has the blending filament in it. So it's kind of a fuzzy floss and it has a little bit of sparkle. And that way you can try out some different things that you may not have stitched with. Regular embroidery floss, perfect, but this is just a little bit to try something new if you want to. Then there'll be a piece of hand-painted lace. It won't necessarily be this exact lace, but there will be a piece. Pardon. And then last but not least is what our friend Kathy Berg has dubbed the stack of awesome. This is a 6-container tower that has buttons. I'm going to try to open this. This could end badly. The top one is neutrals, and there are some new ones, and there are some antique ones mixed in. And then the next one is some colored buttons of different sizes. And there's some little teeny buttons and some flower-shaped buttons, all different kinds of buttons. These can be brand new and very vintage. There'll be a mix. And then the next piece down is a mix of sequins, all different kinds of sequins. And so those are really fun. They're flowers and leaves and I don't know what else, just round ones. There are some of these flapper spangles, which are really fun. They're white and they have a hole on either end. So those are fun to kind of play with. And then the next one down is a mix of beads. These are nice beads, you guys. They're not plastic. They're not pony beads. They'll be glass beads with maybe a few exceptions, but not many. So there's a mix of sizes and colors. And again, more beads, sizes and colors. They are glass beads. Got all different kinds of, like, here's a flower, and there's a star in there. All kinds of yumminess. And the final part is pearls. Oh, that glare is terrible. I'm sorry. These are whites and pearls. Round, square, crystal. The pearls are plastic. But I think these just add so much to so many different projects. And the pearls you can dye with alcohol inks if you want to. So that's what is in the stack of awesome. And I think it really is a stack of awesome. And when you run out of one thing, you could fill it with your own stuff. Do whatever you like with it. It's pretty handy to have it in there, and the stuff isn't flying all around. So that is the Slow Stitch to Go kit. I hope you guys are as excited as I am, because it's taken us a long time to be able to put these together and get them in the shop. I want to thank you for your patience. You're awesome. And we're releasing 5 today, and I think, and we'll see how, if people are still looking for them, we'll probably do some more. But I have to tell you, they take a really long time to put together. So, and our Mark did a lot of the wrapping and cutting and stuff in this, so that was awesome. And I'm trying to think what else I wanted to tell you. There was something else I wanted to tell you. I just know it. There will also be stack of awesome refills in the shop, and they will not be the same configuration. It'll be some different stuff, but equally cool. So if you would just like to have one of those for whatever project you're working on, those will be released tonight as well. And I think that is about it. So these are going to go live today at 5 p.m. And I really hope, if you've been waiting for, that you can hop on over and grab one. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys soon. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.